Hi, thanks for joining. How are you? Guys, I can't see the comment tab. Can someone tell me how I can put it? I can't see the comment tab. Help me, guys. Where do I even put? Because where there is supposed to be a comment tab is written welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. So I can't even see if someone tries to write a comment, and neither can I write something in the comment section. Thanks those who have joined. Thank you, and may you please share the live. Please share my live stream so we can invite others. Mare, 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 okay, where's your phone? Mare, 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 welcome. Thanks for joining my live. Okay, guys, then I would like to give Thanksgiving to my fans who did something that was very remarkable yesterday. It's so strange that people can organize something behind your back, and you are in the dark from day one up to the very last minute. The thing takes off, it happens. I was such a fool yesterday. I was such a fool. And you know what, part of the organizing team are people that I speak to almost on daily, not even almost on daily basis. I speak to them on a daily basis. These are people who call me. These are the people who text me, good morning, sis. How did you sleep? How was your night? They keep checking on me. How is your day going? Good night. We speak. We spend the whole day speaking, chit-chatting about everything. And they organize such a big thing. It's supposed to be a surprise. And it really was a surprise. Okay, like most of you now know me, I'm a musician, based in South Africa. I'm of Zimbabwean origin, married to a South African husband of mine, my handsome husband. So yeah, I now reside in South Africa. So I have a team of followers, people who support my music, people who love what I do, people who love what I sing, those people who can relate to the messages in my songs. They follow me, they are my fans. And their fan groups, I have fan groups, several of them, and I have a team of management, those people who manage the brand at large. They manage those groups. So yeah, it's a team of administration. So they also have their own own group, a separate group that is for administration only. And I'm also in that group, the team of administration group. And guess what they did? They created a separate group that I was not added into. That's where they started talking about a surprise birthday to their Muyimbi. Muyimbi in my language is musician. So they call me Muyimbi. And I don't know, they are yet to aid me in the group because they said now the thing is over, so you must be aided. But I was like, guys, even if you aid me now, because they said now the thing is over, you must be aided so that you see how it started, who started, because I kept asking who is the mastermind behind all this. They would laugh. They kept laughing and no one was ready to tell me who the mastermind was. So they said, we'll add you into the group and you'll find for yourself who the mastermind is. And I asked them, even if you add me to the group now, I'm not going to see anything, because whatever was happening in the past, before I was in the group, it will still not be visible to me unless you start talking about something new after I've joined the group. That's when I can be able to see. And they said, yeah, we're going to do that. Imagine I'm in several groups with them, including this small group for administration only with them, and they delved and opened another separate group which I wasn't added into because they meant it to be private from me, to be secret from me, because it was a surprise. I'll be honest with you guys, it was a real surprise, something that never crossed my mind, something that I've never dreamt about. Like, I know these things, they do happen to musicians. I'm in groups for musicians also from my country. Some big musicians, I'm in their groups, and I've seen those things happening to them. Like, the support just organizes for birthday surprises. Some of them even have cars bought to them by fans, followers. Cleopatra Timpo, for good evening. Cleo, thanks for joining my live. Thanks for joining my live. Good evening. How are you? See, my eyes are red. They're not turning down. They're not getting back to normalcy. They're still red. So I'm in groups. I'm in WhatsApp groups for big artists from my country. And you see them being bought, even cars. They buy cars for them. They contribute monies. They do this surprises, birthday and what have you. Are you still crying? You're, especially after you come here, you are the biggest culprit. The biggest culprit. Guys, help me welcome Cleopatra Team Mpofu. When I hear Mpofu, tell me, it somehow now makes sense. You and Jesse, it somehow makes sense. Cleopatra, please explain something here. There is Jessica Mpofu. Apparently, she calls you Mwana Wanjadzi, my brother's daughter. And I know Cleopatra Tariro Chirenje. Now I see Cleopatra Team Mpofu. Jessica is Mpofu. Cleopatra now comes in as Mpofu. Apparently, you are a niece to Jessica. I thought it was just one of those things, you know, those relationships, the copy and paste ones. But now the Mpofu is meaning a lot. It's opening up a can of worms, should I say? What's your relationship with Jessica, Cleopatra? Tell me more about it. Please speak to me. Because you guys, it's like, I'm the one who united you. Both of you, I'm the one who put you together. But after uniting you, now you're calling auntie, each other auntie, and hey, niece, what have you. Tell me, who is Jessica to you? I mean, like, on a serious note. Okay, guys, then I've seen musicians being surprised, but like, I'll be honest, she's my auntie. Like on a serious note, like on a serious note, not the social media auntie, a serious one, bloody related. Okay, like I said, I'm in WhatsApp groups for big artists from my country, and I've seen them being surprised by their fans. But I'll be honest with you, what I used to say, like, I had admitted, I had accepted the fact that probably I don't have the grace to have my fans do anything towards me. Like, you see others having surprises, others receiving cash, others, doing all that. And I had accepted, I had told myself that these things go by grace. I'm a musician, over a decade singing, over 2 decades singing, but it has never happened to me. If it is my birthday, the best they could do was to say happy birthday, and I mean, it would be fulfilling. It would be fulfilling because I told myself that I don't have the grace to receive anything from anyone who supports me. And it's not wrong. You can't blame anyone for grace, because grace comes from God. And if God has not given you the grace, who are you angry at? Who are you looking up to? Who are you blaming? So I had kind of accepted it, that the grace is not on me. I don't have the grace. And the other thing is, I told myself that it goes by seasons. Probably my season hasn't come yet to be receiving anything or to be honored by fans. So, I mean, whose fault is it? It's not my fault, neither is it their fault, because it is a season, and a season comes from God. So, like, to me, everything was on God. I don't have the grace for surprises, for birthday parties from people who appreciate my music. And I know they do. People like Cleopatra has been with me for quite some time. And for somebody's good information, Cleopatra was my maid of honor. When Tracy Nyamazao, hi. I'm happy my little sisters are joining. Tracy, hi, how are you? How are you, baby sis? And thanks for joining. Cleopatra was my maid of honor during my wedding day. I mean, we've come a long way. She's been there for me, quite a long way. But this thing of organizing something that's a party for me, I'd accepted that. I mean, it is not Cleopatra's fault. If at all fault has to go to someone, then it has to go to God. And who dares to say that? Who has the guts to say, God, you are at fault? You see? Hi, Tracy. Yeah, Tracy na Cleopatra. Tracy Hansi, hi. So right then, this team of administration from Norway, we are in many groups for the brand. How many groups do you have? Do we have? We have Liz Music Group 1, Liz Music Group 2. We have the Zama Group, that's number 3. We have the Ndebele Group, that's number 4. And we have the Office Group. Correct me, Tracy and Cleopatra. We have about 4 groups now. Like, we've trimmed down some of the groups. So we left with 4 groups. Actually, 3 groups and the admin group, where all the administrators who look after the affairs of Liz Music are found. So, I mean, like, you are in 4 groups, and with them, you speak to them every day, almost every day. And among the team admin, there are people that I speak to almost on daily basis. In fact, not almost on daily, I speak to them daily, on a daily basis. It's either they call me or I call them. It's a text message, or it's a voice note, or it's a direct call. There are such administrators that I speak to almost on daily basis. But guess what? Believe you me, they left me alone in the 4 groups. They opened a separate group. They pulled some people into the group, including one long standing fan who is in the UK called Catherine Cathy. In that one, she's been along with me for a very long time as well. I remember during my wedding, she sent me 2,000 rands. She's a very quiet person. If you don't know her, you think she's not in the group. She's quiet, but she peeps through from afar and she does things. She sent me 2,000 rands and said, Muyimbi, please grab something for your wedding. I know a wedding is not easy. And they pulled her in the group as well. I don't know how much they contributed. And like yesterday, I was being told it started way back in February. February. This is June. They planned for my birthday, surprise birthday celebration in February. And I'm told 5 people paid. And the 6th one said he's going to send the money. The 7th one also said she's going to send the money. It was all behind my back. I would speak to them on phone, direct call, on WhatsApp call, and text messages, voice notes, and nobody dared to say a thing. These people can really keep a secret. I told them yesterday that you are witches, guys. You are real witches. Imagine February, they were preparing, and I'm still wondering to know the mastermind behind this whole thing. And apparently they promised to add me in that group where they were cooking their thing. Guys, if ever I've cried uncontrollably and in the public, they took me to a park. All right, then I had a launch for my single track that's upcoming called Mare. I've been advertising it, and it was in Joburg. And Joburg is very far. It's very far from where I stay. I stay in Pretoria. So then I organized with one of that means that I will put up at a place so that it will be closer to the radio station. Or I would put up at a place on Saturday, and which was yesterday. So they took advantage of my radio interview. So they agreed, the whole team. I don't know the logistics they were doing. And I boarded my taxi. I went to Sentin, which is Cleopatra is Sentin in Joburg. I went to Sentin. I called the admin that I'm here. She said, please look for KFC and sit somewhere there. I'll come and pick you up. I was there. I didn't know anything. Apparently, it was highlighted to me that we're going for snacks, drinks and snacks just to celebrate my birthday. I said, no, that's fine. So when I was going to Sentin, I was expecting Jessica to come pick me up and we go for snacks. Jessica and Terro, then we go for snacks and drinks. So Jessica told me to wait for her in KFC, which I did. Eventually she came, but I could see that she was in hurry. She was in so much hurry. And you know that scenario where she can't even put her feet down. She wants to fly. She didn't even greet me properly when she came to pick me up from KFC. Rather, she said, hey, stand up. We'll hug up. We'll hug on later. Just follow after me. And I had my small satchel, a small bag. I followed after her and the car was waiting outside. Sit that side, sis. I'm sitting this end. Everything was in hurry. And apparently I cannot speak Zulu. And the driver was a Zulu speaking guy. And Jessica speaks Zulu quite well. Cleopatra speaks Zulu quite well. And guys, can you believe they were talking about me when I was in the car? this Jessica called Cleopatra and said, yeah, I'm with her now. I'm with her now. And I'm there. I can hear that Jessica is busy. She's speaking to someone, but I don't know who she's speaking to. And what was on my mind was, from here, when Jessica is done with whatever she's doing, we are going to the table for three, because that's what was told to me, that a table for three has been booked for the three of us, just for drinks and snacks to celebrate your birthday. So when all this was happening, taking place, my mind was telling me that after all this, we are going for a table for three. Apparently, we drove to some open space with a lot of gum trees. And then this Jessica started to call, and this was a serious call now, because she even left the car. And the Uber driver was left with me. The Uber driver, I think he was also told about the whole thing, because when Jessica went outside the car, this Uber driver was talking something different, like just stories in here. And Jessica, I'm sure she didn't want me to hear part of the conversation. So she went outside, and far from the car, I could see her from, like, she's gone far. Apparently, she was talking to Cleopatra. This Cleopatra who is in the comment section. Hey, 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 hey. And then she came back. They were lost. They were looking for the place where Cleopatra was waiting. So they started to speak. Yo, hey, you turn left. What? But you know what? If it is a surprise and it's meant to be one, you become so close. I was blank. I had no idea what was happening. And I was looking at time and to say, these people, they said we are going for a table for three. And apparently tomorrow I have read your interview and I must sleep early so that I'll wake up early. Like, I'm thinking they are wasting time. Why don't they just take me to the table for three? We do whatever we do, we eat, we drink, we do what, and then we go home. At least so that I can rest. What did I know? Nothing. I didn't know anything. Innocent. Have you ever seen a mature, innocent woman? Mature, innocent woman. We know kids are the ones who are usually innocent. But have you seen a woman full grown who is innocent? Then our next thing, the car drove off. They are speaking to Cleopatra. We go to some gate, and it was like, you must pay. And the security said, no, you're not supposed to enter with the car. You must drop them here. And I'm like, drop them here? And now the car is going. And looking at the time, what's really happening? But if it's a surprise, if God doesn't want you to know, I didn't know. Have you ever seen this thing that you're trying to think and then suddenly you come back, you say, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. That's the thing that was happening to me. So after we were dropped by the car and we went to pay by the gate, what came into my mind was, I don't know what this Jessica is doing. Probably she wants to do ABC for herself, and from here we're going to the table for three. Innocently so. That's what I was thinking. Innocently and very innocent. And we paid by the gate, by the entrance. We started walking. As we walked, a girl came towards us. She was approaching us. I kept looking at her like she was coming, like facing us, like she's coming to us. But I couldn't recognize her. And she kept coming. And then she faced me like she's coming to me. And you know, when God wants it to be close to you, this girl I'm talking about is the one who was my maid of honor on my wedding. And she came like direct coming to me. When she was very close, she like lifted her hand to greet me, but in a jokingly way, like, ah. And the moment she lifted her hand when she was very close, I said, really, this is Cleopatra. This is Cleo, this is Tariro. And then my mind was like, fast, what's happening here? Then I said, okay, maybe this is the table for three. Because apparently in the morning, Cleo, when she called me, she said, I'm no longer coming for the table for three. You'll be with Auntie Jessica. So when I saw her, and then like my eyes are open, besides she was wearing a mask, my eyes were like open to say, oh, this is Cleo. Then I said, oh, okay, then it means either here or we go into the table for three. But then she said, surprise, surprise. I thought still the surprise is for the birthday for three. And as we walked, they carried the gifts. Guys, I was just closed. I was closed. Like I'm telling you, if you ever seen a mature, innocent woman, I was innocently closed. I was innocently blind. So they helped with each other. They carried the red parcel. Unfortunately, they were written happy birthday, but it didn't cross my mind. They carried the presents. They changed the place where Cleo was seated because apparently Cleopatra had been there from 1 p.m. And I arrived, I think, was it 3ish? 3ish? 2ish? No, 3ish. If not 4ish. In the cold weather, and there is a sea close by. She was there, patiently waiting for me to arrive. So they carried the gifts, went to sit in some other bench. Then the whole thing opened. They started to sing the birthday songs. I realized it was me. This is my birthday today. Then the whole thing just happened. Guys, I don't want to cry. God help me. I don't want to cry. You are strong, Liz. Don't cry. Ungakali. Ungalashimbela kungokufelwa. I hope it will not be regarded as copyright. I know this YouTube. I wish I could undo what I sang. But anyway, I'm not going to cry. I've been crying since yesterday when it happened. Even when I came home, my husband picked me up. He dropped me at home. He went back for work because the things were heavy. When I remained by myself, I cried. I unpacked my parcels and I cried. So I'm just tired of crying. I don't want to cry anymore. So then they told me the whole thing. It is your birthday. These are your presents. And this is cash. Had cash from Catherine in UK. That friend of mine, I told you that she's a silent somebody. She doesn't talk in the group. She doesn't even say good morning. And sometimes, even when I greet her, she will respond after 2-3 days. Well, I understand UK, the way they work, everything is hectic. But that's the type of a person I'm talking about. And that's the Kathy who gave me money, cash. After contributing money for the presents as well, she went an extra mile to give me cash. So they handed over the presents to me. I couldn't believe it. I was touched. I melted. I cried. Have you ever seen when someone is crying and other people are laughing? Jessica entariro umarare nemi vanini. I'm crying, I'm sobbing. I wasn't crying, I'm sobbing. And they're and this Cleo, my maid of honor, goes to say, this is the moment I've been waiting for. And I told you that some crying is going to take place. I cried, guys. I cried until my eyes were sore. I think you can see they are still sore. They are still red. I've got lashes, fine, but I think you can see how bad my eyes are because I cried. Then what's inside? I wish I had not opened. In fact, I didn't mean to do the live stream. If I had not opened, I was supposed to unpack here. What's inside this presents? Like I told you, they started to prepare the surprise gift, the surprise birthday for me in February. So, like roundabout there, this Cleo was like, Maybe June is your birth month. Suppose, do you hear that? Do you hear that? Suppose I think of buying you a present from me. Suppose, like I'm going to, not I'm going to buy you a present, but suppose I think of buying you a present. What would you want? Guys, if anyone is asked that question, you would think like me, that she didn't say she's going to buy me. She's thinking that maybe if she can, maybe if she decides to, maybe if funds permit, probably, then what would you want? I never took her seriously. I just said, okay, I told you that I need a mic, no, not a microwave. I said, if you buy me a sandwich maker, then I thought, it's coming from a little sis, so why should I burden her? Let me just speak about something that's small, a small item that she can just buy with ease. Then she said, only. What else? Then, like, I started to think, like, what is this young girl talking about? Does she really want to buy, or she's just asking? Is it a prank or something? And I'm talking of February. My birthday is in June, 4 months down the line. So I was just answering, just because it's a conversation, so it's a question that you have to answer. You're being asked. So I said to her, I would want a microwave. She said, okay, sis, that's fine. And that was the end of the discussion. Apparently, she was investigating from me the things that I would have loved to have. And just being honest, I didn't have a microwave. I didn't have a sandwich maker. And I do love those things. So after crying, and they would hug me, they were kissing me. This Jessica was bringing a tissue paper and cleaning up my mess. It's either the other one is taking videos and pictures, the other one is trying to console me, but consoling me and laughing at the same time. These girls are naughty. So after all was said and done, then I asked, guys, what's inside? Because all I could see was there are big things in here, like from the packing, especially the microwave. You could see that there is a big item here. So I said, what's inside? And they told me that there is a microwave and there is a sandwich maker. The microwave, not just a microwave, not a Mickey Mouse, Jessica's words exactly, not a Mickey Mouse microwave, a ras. We said we are not going to cry, Liz. You are a big girl and you are done crying. You won't cry again, right? Promise me you won't cry. If you cry, I'm going to beat you, girl. It's not time to cry. We are not crying. We are not doing that. We've done that enough. We've cried enough. We've cried a lot. So this time we need to finish the live stream without crying. No one is crying without crying. If you cry, no one is crying. We are done crying. We cried yesterday. We cried when Cleo was sleeping. We cried in the taxi. We cried at home. Now the crying should stop. No one is crying. No one is crying, right? No one is crying. So I got those presents. We sat down. Of course, I had to pray. I released blessings. I spoke health over everybody's life who had a hand in this. I released jobs, like those who are looking for jobs. God must just release jobs for them. And I prayed for marriages, those who are looking for love, that God should just, bless them with the lovers of their souls. And so, yeah, everything was done. It was photos time. We took pictures. Where am I pressing now? What's happening? Okay. So we took pictures, photos. There was a dam like there. Took photos, and I sat in a nest. I've never sat in a nest before. I've seen those nests, but I never had the opportunity to sit in a nest. But I did. Yesterday I did. I sat in a nest and they asked me to give a speech, which I did. I thanked them all. And we moved around. There were sculptures for different animals, engravings. Yeah, not sculptures, engravings for different animals. Apparently, I don't know some countries if they know totems. Like my husband doesn't know what a totem is. But where I come from Zimbabwe. There are totems, like people being likened to animals. I don't know the origin, where like it came from, but they liken they liken themselves to animals. Like you find that this one say we are sokomrewa, we are what is soko name? Huh? It's now coming. A monkey. We are monkeys. Our totem is monkey. Our totem is soko a monkey. Yeah. Our totem is monkey. Our totem is baboon. Our totem is lion. Our totem is bird and whatnot. They go like that, but totems are usually likened to animals. They're animals rather. And then they say we are moyo, we are hearts. So like if your totem is a heart, you're not supposed to be eating a heart of any animal. When they slaughter an animal, be it a cow, whatever animal, you don't eat your totem. So you don't eat the heart. If your totem is a heart, you don't eat the feet. If your totem is feet, because the feet, the legs, you don't eat that. Apparently, my mother's totem is an elephant, and Tadiro's mother's totem is an elephant, and there was an engraving of an elephant there. We went there, we took pictures. It was just exciting. The day was filled with joy. It was tears of joy. Then we started laughing, and I grabbed a stick from the tree Is it a stick, Tariro? What should I say? Sham from the tree, a fresh stick. So I wanted to beat them. Like, guys, how could you do this? How dare? Like, for 4 months, you're talking to me, not even hinting me that this is what we're planning to do for you. What if I had collapsed? What if I had fainted? So I took a stick. I wanted to beat them. And before that, they said, before you beat us, you're going to beat us. We're not disputing. You're definitely going to beat us. But before you beat us, let's hand you over something, the last thing. And the last thing was cash. I got so cooked up. I got so numb. I didn't even know what to do. Like, if you ever gotten some surprise that you had no slightest idea about. So I threw the stick. They were laughing at me. I said, I'm not going to beat anyone anymore. So that was my day yesterday. A surprise birthday party from my fans, particularly my team administration. I've just come here to thank you guys. What you did for me and to me yesterday is exceptional. It's something that I've never witnessed. And one thing I've posted on my Facebook page, is it last month, sometime back, like this question I was asking, I'm still trying to figure out why strangers give support more than family. Who can relate? Who can relate? Have you ever found out that a stranger can walk with you? A stranger can cry with you. A stranger can bury you. A stranger can be there for you more than family. We are family members who are moneyed, who are rich, who have it all. But they may not even be there for you. They may not assist you, even if you ask them. Even if they see that you are really struggling. Even if they see a hole in your life, an open space that needs some refilling, they won't do that. They won't. But talk of a stranger, someone who you're not related blood-wise to, someone you didn't grow up with together, someone who doesn't know your struggles, someone who is far from you, and someone not even within your circles. Strangers do support, guys, and I don't know why. Nobody has ever been able to answer this question that I have. Strangers support. People you don't know support. People you don't know are always there for you. Do you know that you can get money for your rentals from someone who is not a relative? I know of people who've gone to UK, to the diaspora, let me say. I know of people who've gone to the diaspora who went through strangers. They got help from strangers. Not that they don't have relatives who are there. A brother, a sister, a cousin could be there and they are doing well. But a relative will go through a friend. A relative will go through someone they found on social media, someone they found in these WhatsApp groups. Why? Why is it so? Why can't family support each other? Why can't family be there for one another? I was telling my girls yesterday that sometimes it's just pointless to hide behind a finger. It's pointless to be unnecessarily proud of yourself for nothing. Let me tell you the honest truth about me. I've never had a birthday party since I was born. I've never I've never had a birthday party since I was born. I've never. I don't know how many can relate. I don't know who also has never had one like me. Even when I was working, I always brag about the beautiful job that God had given me. I was working a very beautiful job, and I could do my own birthday parties if I wanted. But it's, what should I say? It's something that I never did. It's something that I never thought of. And at times I would only remember that, oh, it's my birthday when I see birthday messages on Facebook, or when my son says, Mama, happy birthday. My brother or whoever says happy birthday, that's when I would say, oh, okay. Oh, it's my birthday today. Okay, not telling lies, but of course I've had birthday cakes, like just cutting a cake in the home. Or maybe a boyfriend just buying me a belt or a dress. And my husband, he's bought several cakes, birthday cakes for me from Woolies. The ones who stay in South Africa know what I'm talking about. Woolies cakes are the best. My husband has bought me several birthday cakes even before marriage when we were still dating. He's done that. But not a birthday party. I've never had it. Guess when I got it? When did I have it? For the first time. Guess my age. It's rude to ask for a woman's age, but I'm aged. I have an age myself. I've got years. This was my first birthday party. A surprise birthday party from my administration team, from people who believe in what I sing, from people who who get motivation from my lyrical content, from people who believe in me, people who call me Muyimbi, people who call me our musician. When they look at me, they see a musician who encourages them. Like my music is full of it is Zimbabwean traditional music and contemporary. People who believe in that. People who share my background. People who believe that I'm called to do what I'm doing. They threw my first show. Okay. It was my first birthday party yesterday, ever to be celebrated for the first time since I was born, by strangers and some people that I've never seen and have no hope to see. Catherine in the UK, she celebrated me yesterday. Neither has she seen me. She's seen my pictures, she's seen my videos. And just this morning when I was thinking here, she said, my sis, I love your music. It speaks to me. And even right now, I'm going through things, but when I listen to some of your music, I get encouragement. I get the power to move on, the resilience comes by when I listen to your music. So it's so deserving of you. I'll say it again, not that I'm the best of musicians. I know there are musicians around with powerful voices, with anointed voices. But having this done to me, it only humbles me. It only humbles me. It speaks of the grace that I thought I didn't have. Like I told you from the beginning of this life, that I used to think that probably I don't have the grace. And if the grace is not upon my life, it is nobody's fault. If at all fault is to be pointed at, it must be pointed to God, because grace comes from God. So if I don't have the grace for fans to appreciate me, for fans to think of me, for fans to contribute for me, then it is nobody's fault. Or probably it's not yet time. Like Ecclesiastes says, time and chance comes to them all. So I used to say, maybe it's not my chance yet. It's my turn still hasn't come. But there is a God in heaven. There is a God in heaven who sees desires, who sees tears. He reads our thoughts. He reads our minds. In these WhatsApp groups, when I would see my counterparts having the same done on them, like, you know. But yesterday was my day. Yesterday was my chance. Yesterday was my opportunity. And I just came here to do this live stream to give thanksgiving to my fans and my administration, team administration, for this very important gesture they extended to me yesterday. You don't know the deepest part of my heart that you touched. If the heart had a bone, I would be saying you touched the bone of my heart, because you went too deep. That was deep, to be honest. That was deep. To attest that it was deep. Did you hear what I said? I've never had a birthday party in my lifetime. This was my first birthday, even from childhood. I guess some things are just done by God, so that when such times come, you will be able to see the greater picture, and you'll be able to be humbled. You'll be able to give glory to where it belongs. From childhood, ever since I was born, I've never had a birthday party. This was my first time to have it yesterday. And done by who? Done by who? Done by people I'm not related to. I'm not blood related. People, when they count family members, like people they were born with, or people within their family, they don't count me, because I don't belong to their families. Those are the people who held my first birthday party since I was born. I'm talking of since I was born. Cutting a cake, I don't consider it as a birthday party. I'm talking of a party which I had yesterday. Sure. Maroma akati ndiregei ndakadaro. Kanodiwa namai vangu kasongo ikako. Hanzi ndakadaro ndiregei ndakadaro, handinasa kagoda. Hanzi chero ndikafa na1 vachauya vonditora. VeRoma vachauya vonditora. And I'm saying the same thing. Ndiregei ndakadaro. Kana ndikafa na1, Cleo anouya achinditora. Tracy uyo anondivinga kuzondiviga. Ishmaeri gore musandu anouya onditora. Catherine usai wevhu anouya achinditora. Mumwe ndiani naCleo. Dorcas mapfumo anouya achinditora. Who else? I don't want to leave any of you. Cleopatra Tariro Chirenje, Dorcas Mapfumo, Catherine Usaiwevu, Ishmael Gorimsandu, Jessica Mpofu. Chero ndikafana 1 vanoziva kuti muimbi wedu afa, vanouya vachindisimudza, kunondisiya pandinofanira kuvigwa chaipo chaipo. Kana ndakanzi ndinovigirwa kuZimbabwe, ndichavigirwa kupi kuini? Ndamusasiko kaini karoriwa nemusouth african, musandiendese kuZimbabwe Cleopatra. Munai muchindiviga kwaMiso uku ndokwandakaroriwa, ndokwakumba kwangu. So I'm super proud of you guys. You have done it. You have done it. Something that has always been a dream. I'll be honest. I couldn't tell you. How can I tell you to do that? It's like a callback. I couldn't tell anyone. But God who sees the mind, God who reads the heart, God who knows our desires, He knew I needed it. And the strange part of the whole thing is, when I was working at the money, I had the money of throwing a birthday party for myself. I could, even if I couldn't arrange it myself, I could put other people in front and fund it. But I never did it. It never crossed my mind that I needed it. Only now when I'm here, that's when I started to crave for it. Or maybe it was triggered by seeing my counterparts in their groups having it done. I remember one of the years, was it 2022, I was in a group for this baby sis of mine, who is also a musician. What's her name? Loveness Kapfumo. And someone just came from nowhere, like they are running to say, next week it is birthday for our musician. Guys, let's do something. And just from there, they raised money. They contributed 20 US, 5 US, 10 US, 15 US, 18 US. They contributed. They gave me money. They threw a party. I'm there. I'm also a musician. I have my support. They don't think about it. They've never dreamt about it. And I also want it. I was in Dorcas group. I exited fine because the groups were becoming like overwhelming for me. And I saw her posting some pictures when these things were done to her by fans, by her support team. And I'm like, anyway, this is Dorcas. She's high-leveled. I also wanted, but who do you tell? I didn't pray for it, but God who sees the heart, God who reads our mind, God who discerns the deeper parts of us. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Cleo. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Ishmael. Thank you, Dorcas. Thank you. This is why I don't want to mention names when I'm thinking. Even when giving vote of thanks, you know, it always happens like that. Even after a church conference or after a wedding, whatever, a family gathering, then they start to say, we thank the ushers. Would like to thank the catering team. Would like to thank the what, would like to thank the what. And they forget the people who were cleaning the toilets. How frustrating it is. What did you mention names if you didn't do a collection of the people, the whole the group of people that you want to thank? So I don't want to mention names because now see, I've forgotten one name. And that name is equally important like Leo, who is here. Equally important like Jessica, who was with me, who was wiping my tears yesterday. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining my life. I come here just to give thanksgiving to my team, a wonderful team that I've worked along with. And I know even the ones who didn't do some are busy in some corners to uplift the brand. I'll mention one who is here, Tracy. Tracy, you're really touching my heart. You're really getting to the depth of me, you know, the work that you're doing. And nobody knows. They are always like the silent people who work behind the scenes. Cleo, you didn't know. Tracy is working with me hand in hand, doing great. Sometimes we speak up to 10, up to 11, talking about things. To be precise, we're working on our YouTube channel. And she's the only one. So far, she's the only one who is helping me. So I appreciate everyone in the brand who has a hand in my surprise birthday. Even the ones who didn't do this particular task because they have other tasks they are doing. And the brand is quite big. It's quite big. No one can really claim to be uplifting the brand on their own, because there are other departments that others are holding on to, that others are working on, which others can do. So I appreciate everyone. If you know that you are supporting Liz Music, here is my warmest thanksgiving to the work that you're doing, the work that you'll be doing, the work that you have done. I really appreciate you. I don't take you for granted. You mean quite a lot to me. In your capacity, in your area, in whatever you're doing, you know it. That you're so important to me. And I love you. Thanks, guys, for joining my life. Let me sleep. At least I didn't cry. Did I cry? I didn't cry that much. Thank God for these lashes because they're covering my tears. Yesterday, I forgot. I was sobbing, but I was sobbing with a smile, like trying to soothe myself with some water. And then this peer of mine, she saw it, and she came. She uncovered the tears. She took off my sunglasses and she started to wipe me. Sure, I've never seen such love. I've never seen. But anyway, God is good. Be blessed. Love you so much. Thanks for joining. Bye. Good night.